It takes you 8 weeks and $4,000 of an effort to get to a right job. We do it in 3 minutes.
Hello, innovators, entrepreneurs, and risk takers. Welcome to another episode of Web3 with Sam Kamani podcast. And today on this podcast episode, I'm interviewing Sunil Raina from CereBree. And he is going to share with us how AI and agents are going to revolutionize this world of productivity, as well as on the hundreds of use cases that their company is promising to solve using AI agents. So this conversation focuses a lot on this whole agentic ecosystem, and so he will share with us what they are building and how it's going to be a game changer for any human or any enterprise. As always, nothing that we talk about in this podcast episode should be taken as investment advice. And as always, please like, subscribe, share, and follow. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So Sunil, welcome to the show. I am so looking forward to interviewing you and everything that you are building. And it's an absolute pleasure to host you. But my first question is how did you get involved in all things to do with Web3 and AI?
It started 2.5 years before. So, as a background, I have been everywhere. Starting my career with an automobile division, I was working in Ferrari plant for 3 months, then moved into IT, and then started my career with Microsoft. Shifted across to consulting, was working with Swiss Bank, and then moved to McKinsey for a while. I have been managing very big customers and portfolios since the last 15 years. All I'm saying Fortune hundreds. We decided 2.5 years back, when AI was still growing up, when the OpenAI came up with, if you remember ChatGPT 3 years back, it was intuitive to say something, chat and find everything. We went to OpenAI.
More hallucinations back.
Yes, it was hallucinated. It was overwhelmed with something that's coming to the market. People were amazed with something like this. You ask something, and you give the response better than Google.
Absolutely.
We have been managing people, processes, technology, and tools over the last decades. I'm not talking about the core area of, I have been into sales for the last 10 years. I have been selling softwares, selling licenses, selling AI, doing across it, Fortune 50s or Fortune 100s. We saw a big problem where we see what people need. The vision is lost. Everything is based on a commercial interest. Everything is based upon a supply and demand. So we took a step back and we said, can we build something that can help people all across, looking at an enterprise level of support and demand that comes to you by yourself. So we said, let's build a platform so unique, so holistic. Tomorrow, if you want to if you want to get anything, starting from a kid that you want to get access to a nice school, starting from a teenager, you want to go to a nice university, being an adult where you need to have a good job. Whatever you want, let it come to you. So the underlying principle of building CereBree, his thought process was build a platform that helps people, that helps you to grow, to scale and accelerate without too much going into the benefits of, if you will need something, pay a subscription. If you want to watch something, buy a license. We said, let's try to get rid of this. Let's bring help to people. And let's start with something that is very unique in whole nomenclature. Try to bring in as much technology into place and then start from this. So started 2.5 years back. Now we are launching somewhere around in the next couple of weeks. That's how it really started. A few brains on the table, entrepreneurs, people from the same Fortune organizations, big consultants, CIOs all together and said, let's build something unique. So that's how CereBree was founded.
Amazing. Can you explain using a use case of how someone would use CereBree and also what main key problems it's solving?
Yeah, of course. We have more than 80 use cases that it solves. And the use cases go up to 167 in the next 2 years. Let's take an example today. Let's look at a very basic fundamental example. If you're sick and if you need to get access to medicine, it's a process. You're sick, you wake up, you call your doctor. If you have access to the doctor, most people don't have it so easily. And he needs to get you an appointment. So you use one system or one tool to do something. You need a phone call and email to do something. You need to visit the doctor. Then you get checked, you get the receipt, or let's say you get the treatment. And then you go to the pharmacist, then you buy the medicine. It by itself is a process. If I give you an agent that's so smart and intelligent that says, Sam, I know you're sick today because the way we know you from the last history, because I'm your personal agent. If you say to an agent and say, your agent, which we are building on AI, say, I am not feeling well today. And say, what are you not feeling well? I have a headache. You don't need to go through all these steps because there is someone who orchestrates all this facility on your side. He says, do you want to go to the doctor? He said, yes. Okay, let me connect to the doctor. Do you want a medicine? Yes, I need to have a medicine. Okay, let me order a medicine for you. So what we are trying to do is, for a very simple use case like this, we are trying to see how doctors come to you, how medicines come to you, how pharmacies can be delivered to you. It's not about the delivery cycle, but how this help is coming to you as quickly as possible with the power of an agent, an AI agent in the backend. Same thing if you apply with a complicated use case of getting a job. So today, imagine how complicated it is for you to go to a job. The processes, the platforms, the silos, the tools, the applications, and so on and so forth. It takes you 8 weeks and $4,000 of an effort to get to a right job. We do it in 3 minutes. That's so you apply, you get shortlisted, the company finds you are the right person, and you do a matching. Our vision is to get this whole life cycle shortened less than 3 minutes. So today, as an example, the live use case on the platform, we can shortlist candidates in less than 3 minutes. So even if you have 100 CVs, you upload on our platform, the platform will tell you if you have to hire, let's say, a data scientist. It will tell you within 3 minutes who's the best guy out of these 100. Imagine if I throw 100 CVs at you to read, how much time you're going to take to evaluate and still have a bias across it because you will say,
100%.
Yeah. So we removed the bias. We removed all these influential factors around this. We removed the human eye test that's not required in the first place. And how this could be concentrated as smoothly as possible and in a short span of time. If you get these examples, the vision is, Sam, get you all the help from a kid to a retiree, everything that belongs to you. And on blockchain, securing with the most secure data layer that's possible. So that's the whole idea.
How do you get access to the data? How do you acquire data, or what are the input points? Articles or
it's everywhere. The day you upload your CV on the internet is that everyone knows who you are. Imagine how many phone calls you get for credit cards, how many phone calls you get for insurance policies. Where's the data? The data is everywhere. We cannot name them, but yes, we are working with some of the core data foundation institutes as well. We are making this data layer that we call Kymera. Kymera is a very hybrid data lake model that we are building on blockchain that's combining blockchain and Web2 and Web3 together, where we say, we know, Sam, who you are. We know your CV. We know your records. We are not interested in your phone records, your emails. We are not interested. We don't want to look at your health records. We want to know who you are. So on our platform, when you log in, we do something with you in the beginning that we know more about you, your interests, your hobbies, your likes, and the rest comes automatically from your profiles that everywhere across the internet. And the decentralized data lake, that's you, a centralized data model that we are building from the bottom to orchestrate who you really are and then fit it into the right structure to give you the right help that you need. So that's what we are trying to do right now.
Amazing. And how do you ensure privacy and security for this data?
The data is always yours. That's it. The data never goes out. So it's dual encrypted in 2 ways. So looking at the Web2, where you can do 256-bit encryption on the data side, the data always remains with you. Even on the blockchain level, we are not throwing data at the blockchain. We are throwing only the data lake at the blockchain. That, as an example, when I give you the example of the AI agent who's bringing you medicine, he doesn't know you, your phone number, your email, your personal. We give you a unique identifier that says needs paracetamol because he's sick. And that's where the Sam needs paracetamol and it delivers you the paracetamol. It doesn't know your internal details, your phone numbers or whatever. It needs something to deliver it to you. Let's say, for example, an address. That's up to you because you will tell the agent where you want this paracetamol, in a hotel, in your home, in your car, wherever you need it. So it's holistic. So data is tightly secured, data is private, and data is all yours. And we don't want to even tamper with data because we are not interested. And the more important thing, data will not be circulated to any of the agencies outside who tomorrow are bugging you on credit cards and insurance policies. But see, there's a loophole. We can protect the data as much as we can, but there are too many sellers outside that still have your data. That's why you still get the emails. Please apply on this link and I have an insurance policy, you get scammed. We cannot control that, unfortunately. That's not in our hands.
Yep, yep. But so from what I understand, if you're not monetizing the data in that way by advertising or other in those sort of means, so how does your revenue model work? How do you make your company sustainable? Because that has always been a big challenge in blockchain and Web3.
No, so that's a very unique concept that we are trying to do. That's on the DID interface, and that's combining the Web 2 to Web 3. It's very simple. We're listing our own token that's called CRX. It's going to go launch in the next couple of weeks. The idea is that tomorrow we incentivize you using the power of these tokens. Simple example. Or you watching Netflix today. You pay subscription to the Netflix because you watch movies all day. How about you get tokens to watch the movies that you really like? So you don't need to have to fall into the full subscription model. You still will have an option. You will have an option to choose the subscription that you already have. So we are challenging Netflix on subscription. We are saying, can we create a unique transaction as a service model where you buy what you really need? And that's where we are pushing the token from the Web2 to Web3 to give you the tokens where you can do a lot. You can study, you can apply for the jobs, you can certificate, you can take the trainings. Even the old people can use these tokens to access to their retirement management program. So this is where the incentivization of the tokens comes in. Plus on the product side, we have more than 18 products right now available. The vision is that we will keep these mostly free to the end users. We will not be charging them anything. But then we will have enhanced base-to-base marketing. We have business models coming in. We are talking to enterprises across doing the integrations with us. That's where the revenue is going to flow in.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. It is still feels like it is a very big technical undertaking. As you continue to build this, what do you feel like would be the key technical challenges you will face in building CereBree?
It's not easy. So see, we call it platform for life. That's why it's not an easy platform. Taking care of you starting a kid and taking care of you until you retire, and the back end is an agentic AI. The back end is completely agentic AI. So there are a lot of challenges that we are still facing and that we'll continue to face. For example, doing the integrations with the legacy data systems. Tomorrow, when we are trying to build this very unique, unified data layer that is in, it's called Kymera, CereBree hybrid mesh architecture on blockchain. That's what it's called.
Yes.
This means we integrating with the legacy systems, the old ERPs, the old Oracle, the old siloed tools. And then the second challenge is everything that you do today, every siloed interface of the application has a data model behind it. So you're creating a pool of millions of databases. So we are trying to see how we can integrate most like a denominator and a numerator example. So we see on the data lake what belongs to you, what belongs to the demand, what belongs to the supply. Integrating it together and creating this unified layer. Is it easy? No. Is it going to take time? Yes. Are we going to build platform of life in a year? No. It's a dream. But we have started it. The vision is very bold. We will make it happen. And we are really on a good track.
Yeah. That's amazing. You have a lot of experience and knowledge about when it comes to all things to do with AI as well. What is something that you know about AI that most people like normally don't know about or don't think about?
I would say I would not question the people that they don't know about this, looking at the knowledge that's out there. You Google it, ChatGPT is OpenAI, you have it. The other thing is there's a difference between asking for a help and getting a help proactively. For example, one of the use cases that we are trying to build is to see how we can monitor kids very proactively. Now, imagine you being a parent, you talking to me right now.
I am a
your
parent.
kid
I've
going-
got 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Okay,
three
amazing.
kids. So 11, 9, and 4. So yes, yeah, tell me the use case.
Okay.
So then I can relate.
So very interesting. So if your kid is playing outside, God forbid, if he falls down on the floor, you would not know until you hear a cry. What if we build something? I can't tell you in more detail. What if we build something that you get something on your mobile phone or watch or any device that we are trying to build that gets a certain frequency that alarms you that something is wrong with the kid because it monitors something that was a problem. When you fall,
Amazing.
something happens.
Yes.
There's something. It could be a frequency oscillation and what we call as augmented anomaly detection.
Yes.
Augmented anomaly detection is where when you fall, you share some frequencies around that could be tapped with the mobile phone and SOS to you to find out, hey, something is wrong. It could be a small thing. It could be just a fall, or maybe it could be someone has burned his finger. You never know.
Yes.
But
Yes,
let's you
indeed.
alarm proactively to say, something is wrong, please check.
Yes.
Something on the kids' safety side. That's one of the biggest use cases that we are trying to tackle. One of the reports, imagine the number of kids that get molested, kidnapped, and misused all across the world. The only access is if you have a mobile phone. Imagine if your mobile phone, if the mobile phone of the kid is gone, or the watch he or she is wearing is gone, your kid is. We are trying to
Yes.
build a very unique application and a tool interface there to see how we can protect these kids all across. A device, imagine that kid that even no one knows, maybe your eye lens, maybe something, you never know that your kid is wearing a device that could be tracked over or across, and no one knows about this.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
I can't say more in detail, but
yes.
this is what the vision is. This is what we are working on right now. So
Yeah. Absolutely. And it has, like, wearable devices are changing people's lives all around the world. I've had a friend, and I mean, everyone has people they know or they themselves who have experienced like irregular heartbeat or all sorts of things, sometimes in sleep, sometimes during the daytime. And their Apple Watch or some other wearable device has notified them that, hey, this is going on. You need to quickly seek attention. And even the device has dialed itself like emergency services when the person has been unable to. So I can definitely see this is a much more an extension of that, because you could lose your watch, you could lose your phone. So I see it that this is the next level up.
we are moving from smart to intelligence, if you want to say. Smart.
Yes.
Don't say they're still smart. I have a very famous watch here. So if I'm doing an exercise, it doesn't tell me that I'm this until I go here and I say, I'm jogging. It doesn't recognize. So it's smart. We are trying to make it intelligent. We are trying to see how we can make, example that you said, how we can make the use of the real AI to make it more intelligent and more proactive for you. So tomorrow, when it tells you your heartbeat is more, how about you get an auto alert to the doctor or to the pharmacy and everything that's integrated in one space and say, Sam, your heartbeat has been high from the last 3 days. Something is wrong. And the doctor calling you proactively say, Sam, do you want to visit? This is what we want to
Absolutely.
change. This is what we want to change.
Absolutely.
We don't want to keep going the way we are going right now because it's still monolithic. It's still user driven, interface driven, and it's applications driven. That means you go into places and pillars to ask for help. We wanted to come to you. That's all.
Yes. Are there any competitors you have in this space?
If we take small silos, let's say if we take, for example,
Yeah.
I won't name them. If we have, let's say, kids that we call CereKids, that's taking care of the complete kids program of going or in these kindergartens and all. If we take about job portals, if we talk about, let's say, the teenager programs, the schools, yes, in the siloed ways, we have small competitors here and there, but they are doing their silo things. When I look at the horizontal picture, there's no one.
Yes.
There's no one
Yeah.
who's building such a massive platform, takes care of a kid to a retiree end to end.
It is a very big undertaking. As you continue to grow it, specific growth related challenges do you think you would face over the next, say, 6 to 12 months?
I would say I'm not worried about the growth challenges because we are trying to tackle it very carefully, looking at these 4 key pillars: as grow, study, work, and retire. The growth will be that we see is that we will blast out so much that we'll have to only take care of the demand and supply properly. So maybe in the next 3 months, I was talking to the leadership yesterday, we might need to hire more than 1,000 people in the next 3 months because the way things are coming closer and getting together. My only worry is how I cater to the outside world, not to the inside of me. Growth is possible. They're already seeing a lot of traction and a lot of people asking us how we do it, how we can onboard the platform, how we can use it. For example, I gave it this use case of HR uses. HR spends $4,000 to hire one employee. With CereBree, we reduce it to 95%. So that's the traction it brings. I don't know if you're aware, Sam, we are targeting a 4.4 trillion TAM.
Amazing.
Problem is how we manage the demand and supply is the only concern I have.
Yeah. How many people already work for CereBree?
I would say internal, external altogether more than around 70 now.
Amazing.
On 70, but we were just 42 months back.
Yep. And how do you fund this currently? Have you raised capital or are you raising capital in future?
No, not yet. Not yet. One of the key things, I'll be very honest with you, is we are not going to investors and asking for money. We want investors to come to us. We want people to believe in the vision. We want people to understand what we're trying to do. I rejected few offers from big investors recently because it was more sales driven. I give you something, I need something back in return. I don't want CereBree to become a sales driven organization. I want CereBree to become a success driven organization, really helping customers and people become successful. So, no, not yet. We are funded organically,
Yeah.
internally, our own community, very small community, where we are funding me, my close allies, and we are trying to manage it how we can.
Oh, that's great. And like different startups have different, what do you call, like a North Star there, or a metric or a key metric that they measure. For some, it's revenue, some it's engagement, some it's profitability, some it's number of employees, whatever it might be. What is it for CereBree? What is one key thing that if you get that number right, everything else falls in place? Like for Airbnb, it was number of beds occupied or booked or something like that. So what's CereBree's key metric? Or
Number of
North
real
Star?
success stories that people come to the platform and says, I needed something, I got it right. And I got it very short. I asked for help, I got it in a very short span of time. That's the key metrics way. How we can reduce the cycle downtime of resolving something to the lowest possible mean rate that we call as MRRT, the mean rate to resolve. Here's what we are looking at. So we say, you need paracetamol, how quickly can we get it? You need to apply for a college, how quickly can we get it? You need to go and get trained on a certification, how quickly it comes to you? And how it makes you successful. So we will be measuring two key criteria. One will be the success rate, and the second will be the rate to resolve. So this means how you come back to work and say, I used to apply for a job. It used to take 8 weeks. I got a job in 3 days because of CereBree. This is success for us.
That is such a cool metrics. And I think this would be quite useful for some of the other founders as well who are building in this space. What's one myth you would say about that exists about AI in the wellness and the productivity industry that you would like to bust or talk about?
In the wellness side, I think I just gave you a few examples, Sam. One of the key things that we are trying to do, we have our own platform called Heal. And it's already live. We had a big event yesterday in Lebanon where we are trying, it's called Seri Aura. We are trying to make the autism people being successful as a part of society. So the platform is already live. You can see it in a week that it will be live on CereBree.com, because what you see right now is an old website. It's just a matter of a week when you see everything out there. So Seri Aura is designed to help autism people to become successful in their own life. And that's what, for example, what we are trying to change with AI. Now, these people really struggle to become a part of the human ground. They have caregivers, they have therapists, all siloed. Now, we build a chatbot where you as a parent can say, how can I help my autistic child to become successful? Are we fully there yet? No. But we are trying to build these interfaces and the help that could come to you as quickly as possible. So this is one of the unique examples of what we are trying. The kid safety program that I just discussed with you. And third thing is, we are trying to integrate a very holistic layer of getting patients, hospitals, and pharmacies onto one single integrated chain. The same Kymera example I gave you. Have to put everything together. Why do you need to go into applications and phone calls and emails to reach a doctor? You don't need to do it in the future. Let it come to you. Let we know that you need something. Look at the people who get heart attacks in the middle of the night. Poor people who don't have access to doctors, who don't have money to do it. Who helps them? There's no one.
No one.
Can you bring an AI to them? I don't know. Will they be able to use AI tomorrow? But what if you have a whites-based system that says, something is wrong with my body. Can I get some help? And we try to bring that help of NGOs, help of any local communities, help of the communities that we are trying to build on the platform by bringing in more than 10,000 or 1 million doctors tomorrow. That's why platform for life. Grow, live, scale, and get better with our platform. That's the whole vision behind this. AI is an augmentation. Let me tell you honestly, we are not selling AI. We are not selling software. We are selling what brings you closer to what you deserve. AI is an augmentation. It's an orchestrator for us. Okay? It's a helper.
Yeah.
And we are trying to build a community of more than 1 million agents tomorrow. So right now we might have 100 agents all across.
Yes.
So this will overpopulate. So you will have more than 1 million agents in the next 5 years. who will be helping you out. So you will have your own personal agent for upcoming launches that are planned in the next 3 to 6 months.
Yes. What's the craziest use case of an agent you have seen so far, or you feel like you will see?
I mean, from CereBree's perspective or from the outside world?
Yeah, from CereBree's perspective and also from the outside, if you have seen something out in the wild.
As I said, the company's vision is very simple. As I said, one fragmented AI agent, which is your personal agent. Imagine,
Yes.
very critically, imagine an agent with you all the time, or you just asking him and it bringing you all that help that's possible. That's the whole.
That's my phone at the moment. That's my
No,
phone and that's my browser in a way, like in a limited capacity, of course.
in a limited capacity. You wake up in the morning. Okay, you don't need to look at your health watch because it knows how you have slept in the last 5 days. And if it finds something wrong, it lets you know what's wrong. If you need to go to the supermarket and your tomatoes are finished, it knows the tomatoes are finished. Very simple ones to the more complicated ones. Yes, schools, universities. Imagine the challenge today teachers face doing a simple assessment for their kids. Very complicated. There are platforms that help them, and we are challenging the platforms. We want to partner with them, not become these competitors, but we want to partner with them to say how we can bring help to them. How we can ensure that the teacher is not spending 2 hours in reading an assessment or an assignment that can take 10 minutes to be delivered by an agent. You don't need to.
Yes.
That's what ChatGPT does today, right? It summarizes all your into one. Why do teachers need to read all these pages? Look at these colleges and schools in the rural areas where they're even struggling to get into the colleges.
Yes,
We bring them
it's
help.
changing. It's changing drastically. In the last year, things have changed so much. I completely understand what you mean. Like now, all the teachers that a lot of them that I know and professors, they use ChatGPT to create the assignment, and then the students go and use ChatGPT to fulfill that assignment, and then the teachers again check it with the help of some sort of an AI. So it's pretty much just AI is getting trained. Not anyone is benefiting out of it.
We're also doing
Come
the
to
same,
just
Sam.
some
We're also
saying,
training
yes.
them.
Yes.
Sorry, we're also doing the same. We're also training them, but the question is, let it be yours. Let you not have too many of them. Okay, let me ask you.
Yes.
What is your favorite destination to travel?
Oh, I travel pretty much
Pick any one.
Okay, Thailand. Yes, I like Thailand.
Okay.
Yes.
How many
Or
times have you been in
Indonesia.
Thailand?
Yes.
How many times have you been
Thailand 5 times.
Let me ask you this. Every time you go to Thailand, what do you do to book the tickets? You go onto a website, you
Or
book the
different
tickets.
things every time. I mean, different website every time. So I check at Google Flights and I check at Skyscanner and I check at different places. I check at, and then I go to individual travel websites or like airline websites, and then also accommodation. I compare between Airbnbs and different places. And then, depends on how I'm going, traveling. Most of the time I travel because of conferences and see where the conference is and what is around where the side events are going to be, and then find the geographic sort of location around there, book something. And then if it's going with friends, it's completely different workflow or process. And then I also volunteered there in an orphanage many years ago. So it was a completely different process of booking things. So every time it's so different and varied that it has been quite hard for me to automate.
Now, see, this is our vision. We know you traveled to Thailand 5 times in the last 1 year, and you stayed in Marriott all 5 times. You used to book a Ferrari or an Alfa Romeo most all of the time. The agent there will say, Sam, where you want to go tomorrow? I want to go to Thailand. It says, I know you traveled Lufthansa. I know you booked Marriott. I know you had a Ferrari. Shall I book the same? We want to reduce the whole set of the timeline by less than 60 seconds. So say, Sam, I know what you did in 5 times, and let me do something unique for you. So this will come next year in our roadmap. It's already in the roadmap. We are trying to build a travel system where it knows what you did, what you liked, what your favorite, and an AI-driven concierge that's trying to book everything for you. You don't need to go to 15 platforms to do it all over again. Unless you guide the agent to say no. Exactly. So you don't need, unless the agent says, Ferrari is not available, do you want to book an Aston Martin? You says, yes, I need a change right now. That's where the interaction will happen.
Yes.
That's where this augmented anomaly detection comes into play. Which says, I know, Sam, where you traveled. I know what flights you take. Let you not repeat the same time because I know it. So this is what, as an example, we are training the agents to know what you do. will be 100% perfect. No, Sam. I'll be stupid to say it's going to work. It will be still have errors. It will still ask you questions, but then with time and with data,
Absolutely.
we'll
It
try
will
to
just
see
improve. Yes.
improve and improve to the level that you just take up the mic and say, tomorrow I need to go to London. Please book my travel. And it books everything for you. And you approve the changes. If it cannot find something.
Yeah.
Look at I need to go to Italy tomorrow. I'm struggling on 7 platforms to book a car and for me that I really like. I can why? I'm wasting my time. Why I need to go to Skyscanners, Lufthansa, and all to book it again and again? Why?
Yes. Yes.
This is what I want. This is what I want to
After
change.
this, yeah, after this call, I was going to book my car rental in Sydney, and I'm also struggling because it showed me a car first through an aggregator site, and then I went to their site, and then it was no longer available and stuff. And so it is painful at times.
Exactly. That's it. Your personal agent knows these aggregators and knows these data lakes. Again, to Kymera, it knows you. Okay, it knows
Yeah.
your patterns. Okay, and that's why the data privacy is. It only knows these patterns. It knows you book Lufthansa. So Lufthansa is a pattern. It knows you booked a Ferrari. So Ferrari is a pattern. Is it going to look at the card number or the aggregator's mobile number? No. It's going to find a Ferrari for you in Thailand. That's somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not able to find, it'll give you a Mercedes. So this is what
Yes.
and I think it's complicated, but we will make it happen.
That's great. I have one last question. This is a very ambitious project. Do you have a ask in order to achieve this? Are you gonna and what is that one key ask? Is it on the hiring side? Is it on the fundraising side, product side, partnership side? Anything. Feel free to share, or could be everything.
See, the biggest challenge is, I would say, is the challenge the product side. It's trying to, since you're evolving a very unique concept, to put it in the brains and to really design that concept and design the architecture behind this and to look how it all fits is what it's not challenging, a little bit time consuming because we are moving from the legacy world to an automation world. You look at did you see Minority Report, the movie in
Yes, I
1999?
remember that. Yes, I remember that. All the screens and moving like with augmented reality
See the
screens.
vision of that frame.
Yes.
20 years back, Steven Spielberg, he said, can this happen in some point of time? Tomorrow, why not? Why you can't digital CereBree everywhere? You scroll and say, I need to travel. I need my kid to be in the school. I need my parent to get it on time. This is the challenge we are facing to build it. But as I said, we will build it with time. We have very smart people from very smart organizations, smart colleges, universities, helping us out.
Yes.
We are growing very fast. We are scaling every day. We will make it. It's just a matter of time. And the people outside have the vision to say, let's believe in what CereBree is trying to do. So we are not entertaining people who are just coming from a sales or a selling mindset. Say, okay, let me invest in something here.
Fantastic. So what I'll do is I'm going to leave all the links into everything that you guys are doing in the show notes, description, and comments on every different platform that is going to go on and over the next 3 weeks. So thank you, Sunil, so much for your time. And it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you so much for tuning in and listening or watching this episode of the Web3 with Sam Kamani podcast. By now, you know the drill. Leave a comment or share this episode with a friend and leave a review. I would love to hear from you. So that's why my DMs are open. Reach out to me, especially if you are a founder building a product in Web3. Then I would love to hear from you. What are your challenges? Is there anything that I can help you or my community can help you with? Thank you once again and wish you best of luck in building your startup or your project.